Hello everybody, today we're gonna do some crafting because it is Saturday and I wanted to do something different. It is nearly Christmas. I've got a few lights on my window to brighten things up, but I haven't crafted anything yet for Christmas, and I was thinking I was going to do that with the help of some pieces of cardboard that I have lying around. I got like one of these boxes here and also a pizza box because the inside is nice and even looking, like gray and white, I believe, or light gray in this case. And I'm going to make, I think, Santa's sleigh, a couple of reindeer, and some presents, I think. So first of all, if you want to follow along, make sure to get yourself some crafting supplies. And let's start with the sleigh. For that, I'm going to cut open one of these boxes so I can get the inside exposed, and then you'll see what I mean. You want a box that has a gray or light gray inside, because at night we're going to have like the lights from the inside of the house casting shadows, and it'll look like Santa's sleigh is high up above casting presents down. That's the whole idea. Let's see if I can fold this a bit so it becomes a little more straight. That'll have to do. All right, fine. So first thing we want to do is draw the sleigh and Santa on top of that. Now, I don't normally do that type of drawing. You're going to see it upside down, of course, because I have to focus on what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the sleigh like that, big sleigh. Santa's going to be sitting up front here, and we're going to have like a bunch of presents already drawn on the back, or we could put the presents in later and make Santa come in later as well. So I can just draw the sleigh, draw Santa separately somewhere, and then a bunch of presents, cut them out, stick them together. That might also be possible. Let's do that, because I don't have to focus too much on everything at the same time then. Let's do some space saving. Let's say that the bar that usually sits at the bottom sleigh is down here, like this. I think it goes kind of like that. That's like the bottom bar. You guys can't see it very well, but it's okay, don't worry. Eventually you'll see it, and in front of the sleigh I'm going to do like this. It's going to be fancy looking, somewhat. Like that, and then you got like the seating area for Santa with the seat thing. And back here we're going to have a large, I guess, cargo space you would call that. I don't even really know. I don't normally draw sleighs, so this is kind of new. So we're going to do it like this. Oops. That'll get fixed eventually. And of course we need it to be supported, so I'm going to put some of these supporting bars here and one here as well, like that. I guess we could have another one of those eventually, but now I'm just going to draw some straight lines-ish, not really straight, but you know what I mean, and intersperse them with bars every couple of inches or centimeters, like that. So this is then the outline of the sleigh. We're going to cut that out in a bit and then maybe color it as well, because of course now it's just a bit of a boring thing. We're going to have to try to cut out the little bits down here as well so it looks realistic even at night. It's a bit bumpy looking, but I'll correct that when I'm actually cutting it out, so that'll be fine. Santa doesn't have to be completely visible either. He could just be like, of course we got the knees over here and the belly has to be there. He's gonna have his arm extended so he can hold on to the rein, I guess. And that'll be like a piece of tape, I think. We're not going to draw all of Santa because he's just this big jolly guy. Nose, ring with a hat. Hat itself is going to be over here with a little thing there. And then we got some hair. He's not going to be in great detail, so he's just going to be sitting there like this, like that, and like this. So there we go. He's going to be placed back there eventually. I'm going to cut them out separately. He's going to be sitting over there. And as I said, the reins over here are just going to be like pieces of tape that I fold really small or something that I could maybe use to tape everything together with, because I'm going to have to get them all in the window. Yeah, that might be a good idea, because then it'll be like a piece of tape that goes from here to the next reindeer over there somewhere. And that'll keep everything together, and it'll look like the reins of the snowbell. What I was going to say, the sleigh and the reindeer, of course, himself. And his hat's flying in the wind over there. It's got a nice big beard, and of course a big jolly stomach as well. Okay, so that's that. We can cut that out already. We don't need to draw feet on here because they're going to be back here anyway, so that's fine. And I guess we could cut them out or color them, whichever we want. I'm not sure if I'm going to color them in too much detail because they're not going to be able to see them from up close. People down below, I mean. We could color them while they're in here. Might be a good idea. So let's see what else we have here. Since people are going to be seeing it from far away, I'm not going to make it too detailed. I'm going to give them some red hats. I don't have any white stuff in here. You have a soft pink, or is this the only pink I've got? Looks like I only have this really bright pink for the skin, but okay, fine, we'll do that then. Painting for the back row. We do need a belt for Mr. Claus, so I'll put that over here. Whoop, like that. Belt buckle, don't know what color, but there it is. He's gonna have a nice big wide black belt, not from karate. There, and then I guess the next thing I'm gonna color is where you would see skin over here. It's a bit dark pink, but I'm guessing it's because he's been outside all night and it's very cold. Yep. I believe somebody in the US actually said that Santa Claus is immune to COVID-19. I don't know why they would have to say that. I guess to assure all the kids that they will be getting their presents this year because Santa's not going to stay home due to quarantine regulations. Wonder how they tested that. Did they go to the North Pole, knock on his door and ask him if he wanted to come outside for a second? Step outside, sir. We'd like to stick a little thing up your nose, see if you're actually susceptible to COVID-19 or not. There's a little gold belt buckle. You won't be able to see that from down there, but here you go. Ta-da, there he is. He's going to be sitting over there. We're going to grab a green. I'll keep the yellow out. Green pen next, if I have one. Yes, I have two, like this. That's the only green I have. Okay. Fine. There's going to be some stars on here. I'll draw the stars on first. Like over here we got a star. Oops. And maybe a couple of little things in between of a different color, like red or something. Just something fun. Oops, these are very small. Might actually do a whole bunch of little circles that are like red and another color. Like Christmas baubles. You know what I mean? One over here. Good, and the sleigh itself can be a dark green because that'll be easier to contrast against with other colors. So I'm just going to color that in real quick. Real quick. It's getting kind of gloomy in here. Oh, you guys can still see everything just fine, but over here it's kind of like, it's clouded or something. It's not very great. Also, there's people on the other side of the street that are doing some home decoration or, I guess, remodeling. There's a lot of noise coming from them. Fortunately, you can't hear very well because they're just kind of like sanding something down. But earlier, they were also drilling into concrete, it sounded like. And I'm glad they haven't done that in the past couple of minutes while I've been recording because that would have been very audible. There we go. So now we have a nice green sleigh. We're going to decorate that with some colors like the red I had a moment ago. We're going to grab that again. And something else that's good and visible. I think I'll grab some purple, might be good for the smaller stars or something. Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't the star be allowed to be purple? You need to give like a little bit of a different effect there. I wish I had a brighter yellow. Unfortunately, no, not the case. You guys have any holiday plans, or you're going to go do something with like family or friends or something? My mom and my brother are coming over for the second day of Christmas. Here we go. There you go. You can kind of see it, but from a distance it'll be super difficult to see that there's even anything on there. It'll just look a little strange. And the bottom part I'm just going to leave the same color as it is now, because that's just part of the deal. I can draw some presents on here real quick, which of course we'll put in the sleigh. So we got like a long present. There's always a long present in there. Don't know why. And of course the presents will have these wrapping things around it. So I went and got what we call like a gourmet set. And basically it's like a hot plate, and you have like a little lower layer where you can put little pans and people can put their own stuff in there and they can just cook whatever they want. I'll make one round present. There's always an odd one in there, because they didn't have one of those yet, and it's convenient so people can just cook whatever it is that they like to eat, and you don't have to worry about cooking too much because they'll cook exactly what they want to eat. So that's the whole idea, and it wasn't actually very expensive. It's just like, how much was it? 30, somewhere 30, 40 or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so that's going to be nice. I've also, of course, gotten some extra napkins and a tablecloth and placemats because I didn't have any of that. This one's also going to be green. I'm going to quickly color some presents in. Make some purple as well because the other colors don't show up very well. Orange worked okay, so maybe I'll make one of the presents orange. This one gets to be orange. Of course, I couldn't make them super huge either. I already have like that band of stars up with the lamps, so they can kind of go underneath the stars. Like they're going through the night sky. And if you want to make it even more elaborate, you could make small little houses to put like along the bottom of the window to make it look like they're flying over a town. The little presents coming out. So this is the sleigh with Santa and the presents. The reindeer are going to go on the other one. I'm going to draw one on here in any case, and I think the rest will be drawn on the inside of the pizza box. I'm going to have to remove these strips because they're annoyingly folded, just like the other ones. And then we're going to draw the outline of a reindeer. One of them has to be Rudolph, of course, with the red nose. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Now let's see if I can draw a reindeer because I don't normally do that. That's about the size of the sleigh. I think we're going to be able to do maybe 3 because looking at the boxes, they're not quite super huge, and I want it to be at least the size of this over here. Because reindeer are pretty big, so if you have like this thing, maybe you could draw like 2 on one of these sides. So maybe 5. I think I'll go for 4. Let's see now. I'll use one of these as a guide. This one's going to be the one with the nose. And we're going to draw the nose first. There, like that. And then of course we have to have like the thing, the horns. I don't know what they normally look like, but this one's going to look like this. And an ear. I guess that's like the thing on the back, tail, like this. I guess the front. Gee, how to draw a reindeer? I don't know. So we got like one leg here. Gee. Oh gee. So this one goes like that. We're gonna need another one to kind of stick out here though. We're going to end up cutting it like that so that it's somewhat clear what's happening. And on the other side, the same thing. There's that, and then there's that. How does that work? I think it's kind of like, if you go this way, have the other one. This will be one leg over there. Goes like that, and then I'll put this one about here. It's gonna look weird. Okay, the idea is that there's reindeer running behind, or in front of him rather, in like a shadowy thing, so it's not quite what I had in mind. I think I might want to fix this a little bit like this, and then perhaps start the stomach a bit more like that. I'm gonna cut them out anyway, and I'll try fixing it with the coloring a bit. Maybe just make them like all green or something, like Christmas tree. I don't know. Green and red ones maybe, because that'll kind of hide. This one needs a red nose. There we go, this is Rudolph. They're not going to be accurately colored. Like earlier I was like, oh, I'll make them brown or something, but that's just not going to work now because I've messed it up this area. So now it's just going to be green and red, and those are also the colors that are the easiest to see, so why the heck not? Ta-da! And now just the rest of the reindeer. Never seen a green reindeer, but you have now. So now you can share with everybody that you've once seen a green reindeer with a strangely shaped set of legs. Hooray. Like and share on Facebook. I heard something about Facebook being split up, but I don't know if that's ever going to work. Who's going to get the different parts? And what that's going to result in, because Facebook owns a lot, by the way, because Instagram is also part of Facebook. Are they just going to separate Instagram from Facebook? Are they going to chop up Facebook itself, or what's going to happen there? I haven't used Facebook in like ages. I actually haven't installed it on my phone anymore, quite some time. So if people send me messages on Facebook and I never respond, that's because I'm never on Facebook anymore. Just like Twitter, also don't go in there anymore. Okay. There we go. A reindeer of sorts. So we're going to make a whole bunch of these, and then I'm going to stick them on the window with some presents, and that's going to be my decoration for the year. It looks like they're flying off in that direction. Okay, good. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're also going to make some yourself, so you can actually have a whole bunch of these running around on your window. There we go, like this. And then a whole bunch in front of that. Of course, this one goes up front, but you know, there's going to be more. And this one's going to be leading the way, and then we'll have all of that flying across the window, and then it'll be fun with some windows dropping. So if you want to make some of those yourself, just grab some cardboard and do whatever you want. You don't have to make these, obviously, but you could like put anything on the window, really. As long as you have like this nice thin cardboard that you can stick on there with some duct tape or whatever it is that you want to use, and it'll work out just fine. So good luck with that. Make sure to stay healthy and stay safe. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.